I know I'm a little late with bringing this story, but to be honest, it really wasn't on my radar. I think Lisa actually did a video about it, but shout out to her. So if you watched it on her channel, you already know what I'm about to talk about. So this is Derek and Kellie Chauvin, and the last time we heard about them was with their fraud charges being brought up against them, in how they were trying to get a divorce. And I think the reason why they were trying to do it was because they were trying to protect their assets when it came to this case that was brought up against them, or these charges. But now the joke is on them, because the judge in which they were trying to have the divorce happen has rejected the notion of a divorce, which means they are not going to allow them to separate, because I think the judge already figured out the okie doke they were trying to pull, and that was to protect their assets. They was like, nope, because y'all have these fraud charges on you, y'all are going to stay together and you will be dealt with together. And if there's anything that we need to take away, we're going to take it away all at one sitting. So yeah, they tried to finesse it and it didn't work. So let me go ahead and get into this article. The judge told the couple to submit a revised agreement with evidence of the amount of debt each of them has. According to Fox 9 KMSP, a Minnesota judge has rejected a divorce agreement between Derek Chauvin, the Minneapolis terrorist who was charged for the death of George Floyd in May, and his now estranged wife due to possible fraud. Kellie Chauvin, age 45, filed for divorce in May after Floyd's highly publicized death, and once Chauvin had been charged for murder. And see, initially early on, people thought that she was divorcing him because she didn't want to be caught up in all of the stuff that was going on with him. But then it later came out that they were doing fraudulent things. And then that's when people was like, oh, that's why she wanted to leave him. Not because she was trying to protect herself because of everything that was going on and she didn't want to be attached to him because of what he did. But it's because she was trying to protect and save herself at the same time because of those fraudulent dealings that she was involved with her husband. She tried to make herself seem like she was the good person when she really wasn't at all. Washington County District Judge Juanita Freeman wrote that judges can reject an uncontested agreement in the transfer features badges of fraud, as reported by the Star Tribune. Attorneys speculated that the Chauvins were looking to protect their collective assets and questioned if the divorce was simply being done out of convenience. Freeman didn't explicitly accuse the couple of fraud. The court has a duty to ensure that marriage dissolution agreements are fair and equitable. One badge of fraud is a party's transfer of substantially all of his or his assets. Kellie Chauvin's attorney, Amanda Mason Sakula, ignored the Associated Press request for comment, but in July told the Star Tribune she wasn't at liberty to reveal details. I do not have authorization to provide details about how the Chauvin case is being handled procedurally, Mason Sakula said. The details of the couple's divorce agreement was heavily redacted in a document that was filed on September 30th. In the order filed on October 26th, the proposed agreement consisted of Chauvin's wife receiving assets once owned by the couple, including the equity in their homes, fund in the banks, investment accounts, as well as his pension and retirement accounts, Fox 9 reports. The order directs the couple to submit a revised agreement with evidence of the amount of debt each of them has. Earlier this year, the couple was charged with tax fraud for failure to file several years of their income tax and underreporting their net income back in 2014. From 2014 to 2019, the couple underreported $464,433 in their joint income and owed $21,853 in taxes, the Star Tribune reported in September. With the accumulation of interest, late filing fees, and fraud penalties, they collectively owe $37,868. The court documents highlight varied sources of income between the couple, with Chauvin, age 46, making $52,000 to $72,000 per year as an officer. He worked as an off-duty security guard on the weekends at El Nuevo Rodeo Dance Club, Cubs Foods, Midtown Global Marker, and EME Antro Bar. Chauvin reportedly failed to pay taxes on the $96,000 income he earned at El Nuevo Rodeo, according to the investigation. Kellie Chauvin worked as a real estate agent and owned a photography business. The business earned $66,472.96 that she did not report. So there you go. They said, nope, we not about to let y'all just get a divorce and try to finesse this whole thing again. You are going to stay married, and y'all are going to deal with these consequences together as a married couple. Now, if y'all decide to dissolve y'all marriage after that and get a divorce, so be it. But y'all most likely do that, and then you're gonna be behind bars. He already is. He's already in hot water as it is. You know what's so crazy? They've been getting away with this for so long, and it's crazy to believe that had not killed George Floyd, so I had to pause it right quick. But anyway, what I was saying was, it's crazy to believe that had Derek Chauvin not did what he did to George Floyd, this couple right here would have probably still been finessing, because they were not hot on their heels until after he did what he did. So when he murdered George Floyd that day, their finesse of them getting out of paying their taxes, the buck stopped there, because that's when it came out. And I think when she tried, and also too, with her trying to get that divorce, that also accelerated it too, because that's what made people be suspicious. They was like, okay, is she doing this because she doesn't want to be associated with a guy who's now known as a murderer, or is there something deeper? And ironically, after when she decided to try to get away from this guy, then that's when they started to investigate, and then that's when that fraud information started to come out. So it was a lose-lose situation for them both. I say take them both down. As far as I'm concerned, he's already going down, hopefully, but she can go down with him on those fraud charges as well. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.